This is the Vapor Alchemist, and welcome back for another DIY recipe. Hebe is the Greek goddess of youth. She is the daughter of Zeus and Hera, and her main function is to provide nectar and ambrosia to the gods of Olympus. In nature, nectar is a sugar-rich liquid produced by plants, and is the main sugar source for honey. In Greek mythology, nectar is known to impart immortality to any mortal, giving them eternal youth. From this comes the main inspiration for today's recipe. Hebe's nectar is the essence of fresh, succulent nectarines blended with a sweet sugarcane juice. Starting off with the main profile in this recipe, I am using Juicy Peach by the Perfumer's Apprentice. Juicy Peach is a wonderful peach flavor that gives you a citrusy peach flavor that is juicy with no pulp or skin. Now you gotta be careful with Juicy Peach, as in high percentages it tends to give a harsh throat hit as well as a sharp note. In this recipe, only 2% is needed to impart that peachy flavor inside that succulent nectarine. Coupling Juicy Peach with apricot from Flavor Art adds body and fleshiness to our nectarine fruit. Apricot enhances the nectarine flavor, brings it forward, adding a ripe, fruity realism to our main profile at 3.2%. The next flavoring has a supporting role in this recipe, bringing out the sweetness and adding a tropical note to our main profile. Pineapple by the Perfumer's Apprentice is a very strong, potent and aromatic flavoring. Working with TPA pineapple in many recipes has shown me that it starts off really strong and then tapers off as the liquid steeps. In order to use only its background properties, only 2% is needed in this recipe. One of the most popular enhancing flavor in most fruit recipes is dragon fruit. In small amounts, it can help bring your fruit flavorings together and also makes them stand out from any sweeteners that you will add later. It can perform this dual function at only 0.5%. Whenever you're looking to add wetness, liquidity, or juiciness to any fruit recipe, you need only look at Cactus by Inawera. Be aware that these properties are only the background properties of this flavoring. Typical of most Inawera flavors, this flavoring is very strong. At only 0.3%, it acts as the cornerstone of the transformation of our fruit recipe into a delicious nectar. The next additive is an enhancer that helps to bridge the gap between the sugars and our main fruit profile. Vanillin adds aroma to our fruits and adds realism to our sugarcane juice. This can be done at anywhere between 0.5% and 1%. Finally, we add a duo of sweeteners in order to produce a sugarcane juice as well as sweeten our base recipe. Ethyl maltol, also known as cotton candy, can add a fluffy candy sweetness to our fruit profile and act as the main body of our sugarcane juice at 2%. Lastly, raising the sweetness of our entire recipe, sweetener by the Perfumer's Apprentice is required at 1.5%. It has been a special pleasure bringing you this recipe, as it is one of my favorite fruit mixes. You will find a link to the ELR page for this recipe in the description below. If you have enjoyed this video or enjoy vaping Hebe's nectar, I urge you to give the video a like and rate my recipe on the ELR page. As always, thank you for watching my video, and feel free to subscribe for more of my DIY recipes.